Let's do it. What is going on, man? Welcome back to another episode of Can I Be Real, where we like to have real conversation with real people about real everyday life. If you already subscribed to the channel, man, we appreciate y'all. Y'all know we locked in. But if you have not subscribed, it is free 99 for this month alone. You know what I'm saying? It's free. It'll cost you absolutely nothing. And if you love your mama, I think you should hit the subscribe button. I think she'll be proud of you for making that, taking that initiative. But I am Mozzie Mills. Across the table from me, as always, I got my brother with me, Dion the Motivator is
What's
in the
going
building.
on, my boy?
What's going on, brother?
Hey, I'm here, man. Dion the Motivator in the building, man. Trying to motivate the world one t-shirt at a time. I don't have a t-shirt on today. I had to go button up on them boys today.
I should put my t-shirt. I'm like a high school coach.
Had to go, a little professional today, man, because we got a special guest here today, man. One that I'm really excited for. I've been knowing her for a while, man. Like I said, funny joke. I've been calling her doctor for the last 4 years, and she's not a doctor, but she's a doctor. You know what I mean? She's a powerhouse. Man, the person we have on here today, man, she's on the cover of Board of Advisors magazine. She is the founder of Wellness Warriors. But this is what I'm most excited about. She is number 2. Top 20 entrepreneurs in Texas. Yeah. She is number 2.
Yeah, behind who?
Elon Musk.
Come on,
man, listen, today we have Miss Amy Varley on the table, on the show. How are you today?
I'm great.
Today?
Thanks for having me, guys. I'm excited to be here.
Yes, man.
Thank you.
Look, being behind Elon Musk that's crazy. that's Elon. He is he was the richest guy. He's not no more, but still though, he got a pretty big bank account. And to be behind Elon Musk is crazy. How do you feel about being behind Elon Musk, one of the pioneers of our day and age?
I just feel really blessed to be a part of this group and be part of the magazine. And who doesn't want to be next to Elon Musk doing anything? So I'm really excited. So what a fun story to do.
So before we just dig, into like just what you do, like who is Miss Amy?
Miss Amy. Okay. Well, I grew up in East Texas, out in the country. Had to get to Dallas quick because there was no mall and restaurants out there. So I'm more of a big city kind of girl. Wanted to travel the world, so I did that for many, many years and just been all over the place. Like fell in love with culture, meeting people. I love making friends. It's my favorite thing to do. Corporate America wasn't made for me. I think I'm more of a free spirit and entrepreneur, and I like to make my own schedule. And it's just super fun getting to know people and how you can bless them and help them. So, and I've got a 6-year-old little boy that, I'm trying to mentor and teach him how to be a legacy maker himself, and teach him how to network at a young age already.
I like that right there. I like that.
Tired of doing it alone? It's time to join a community that actually cares.
Inside the Realist community, you'll get weekly coaching, access to online courses, and connect with people who's just as hungry as you.
Whether you're trying to build a brand, scale your business, or you're just trying to stay focused, we got you.
No fluff, just real strategies, real support, and real results.
Listen, comment the word Realist down below and book your free consultation call.
Join the Realist community today. Let's level up, man. Let's get this money.
See you in the community.
So growing up in the country, I read a little bit about you. You grew up in Mount Pleasant, right?
Yeah.
How was life in Mount Pleasant for you as a young teenager? Did you and what I mean by that is, you as an entrepreneur, did you always have that entrepreneurial drive from day one?
I feel like maybe I would stand out a little bit because I always wanted to do my own thing and travel. And, not tons of people didn't travel back then. But I just wanted to get out and see the world and, just live outside of the box, not do the normal stuff. And so, I don't know. I just feel like, I love it there. It's peaceful. And if you want to go back and have peace, it's really great. But I'm more of I like being in the hustle bustle.
Yeah. In the chaos, in the middle of the chaos.
I like being in the middle of the chaos. And just being around lots of people And a lot of people that live out there, they like peace and quiet and that kind of stuff, and not city life or traffic. Can't say I love traffic.
Yeah, nobody likes traffic.
But
Yes.
you get to a lot of fun places driving in traffic. So
So when did you get bit by that entrepreneurship bug though? Like what was that first adventure? It was like, yeah. Okay.
let's see. I think probably in college, I was in a sorority, and like I lived in the house with a bunch of girls and like did some leadership. I was like VP of my pledge class, and then funny enough, treasurer of my sorority, which is like so interesting because that's so not my personality, but it was more like about fun and just helping people. And so I think that's maybe the first, like I just got to see a piece of freedom. And, I went into healthcare administration because I didn't know what I wanted to do. I kind of thought, well, if I go on the business side of healthcare, then I won't be around the sick people all the time. And I didn't want to get sick. So that was like my whole logic when I was young.
That makes sense.
And I was like, well, I can still help people, but I'll be on the business side. And so I think that was probably it. Like when I went off to college is when I first really got bit by it.
Okay.
What was your first like business that you started yourself?
Well, so through my connections in college, I actually got introduced to a lady named Danny Johnson, and she was leading these success conferences called First Steps to Success. And she was really teaching from the Bible, but she was teaching success principles and how to be a successful entrepreneur. She had went from like living in her car to making multiple six figures. And to me, it was just so inspiring.
Yes.
And people were making like money that I had never seen before. So I was just so impressed that people could be their own boss and work for themselves, but make that kind of money and actually have freedom, like time freedom too. And so it was really interesting just to watch and like see these inspiring stories of it, like bringing you to tears of like people who went from having nothing to like being a success story. And so, I wanted to be a part of that.
So that was a question I was going to ask you, like who all inspired you to, or who'd you look up to really dive deep into being an entrepreneur?
Yeah, she was definitely one of the first. Also, shortly after that, I got introduced to Tony Robbins. And so I kind of went on this personal growth and development journey. And, I love energy. I love fun. And he was just like energetic and fun. And you're like moving your body, but you're learning stuff. And so just like my whole mindset was challenged by thinking differently. And so like that. And then also through church. So I got introduced to some non-denominational churches that were outside of the box as well. And the church I've been at for like 20 years now, he's an entrepreneur, Pastor Keith Craft out in Frisco and Elevates. And he really teaches entrepreneurship. He was like in business before and then became a pastor at like 40. And so he brings that leadership to church as well. So I think I'm just attracted to like leadership and growth and like I want to grow. I want to learn more. I want to think differently. I want to be challenged. And so, yeah, so all those different environments, like I would just put myself in environments or like masterminds, like the board of advisors, like to be challenged in my thinking because there's so many wonderful, amazing, successful people out there doing such great things. And like if I can learn from that and take even a small piece of what they've learned and apply it. So it's been really fun.
You have some success too.
I hear you talk about like leadership and self-development and mastermind classes, right? In today's times, that's like the big selling point. Everyone has a master class. Everyone's trying to sell a course. Like, what advice could you give someone today that may see this and say, man, she's number 2 in Texas behind Elon Musk. She did all these great things, but she's talking about like the journey of getting there. Would you say getting a mentor or joining a mentorship is like the first step to being on that right path?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, mentorship, I think, is critical. You've got to have somebody that holds you accountable to what you say you want to do. And if people have already been where you want to go, like you can get there faster by learning from them. And so, like, pick a coach that's unique to what you want to do. And when they're successful in that, you can follow in their footsteps.
So how many do you have mentors in the field that you're in?
Yeah, so sometimes mentors have been online, like maybe they're not like Tony Robbins didn't directly mentor me, but
Mm.
going to his events, I felt like he was my mentor. So like I would listen to his stuff all the time and apply it and like read books but I have like I've been a part of a spiritual mastermind, which is Keith Craft's mastermind. I think masterminds is where like my mind really got opened. Like just being in rooms of people that are like more successful than you, that challenge you. And it's just like they've done amazing things and it's just really inspiring. So it's like if I can be in the room and learn from these brilliant minds, like I can do good things with my life and cut the time frame in half.
Mm.
So, and some of the people in the rooms, that took them like 10 years to get where they wanted to go. And so it's just a process of like, just keep working on yourself, keep getting better, keep learning. And so, yeah, that's something I really want to instill in my son is like love learning and growing and being challenged and that kind of stuff.
But what is it like being an entrepreneur and raising a 6-year-old boy? What is it like?
I love it. I mean, I get to spend so much time with him. I get to have the freedom. So in the back of my mind, like I knew I was going to have kids at some point, and so I wanted to be able to be home with him. And so, just I think that like it's just normal to him. Like entrepreneurship is normal to him because he sees me home all the time. He knows I'm home all the time. You know, he knows that, and he also like he's told me before, like, "Mommy, go help a bunch of people." He knows that like what I'm doing, like when I do leave and when I travel and when I go out there, I'm actually helping people. So, you know, and I've brought him in on Zoom calls with me and
letting him see it,
like letting him see all the stuff and you know, he's a little shy. We're gonna try to work that out of him.
Yeah, especially being an entrepreneur, gotta network.
Yeah.
And last time we were in the studio, you brought him with you.
Yeah, I did.
You brought him with you. He was
shy.
He was shy, but he was good though. He understood the assignment. You know, he really did. And to my point of like with kids, raising kids as an entrepreneur, like for me, I know sometimes it's like hard because like in the beginning when you first start and you're trying to build it and you're trying to get it off the ground, and then having to spend times with your kids, right? How do you balance that? Like, where do you find the balance to be an entrepreneur on this side and be a full-time mom on this side?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like a learning curve, a learning process. Because in the beginning, when I was an entrepreneur, it was really unbalanced. Like I was, you know, he was like on my lap while I'm doing stuff. You know, I remember like missing like something silly, like trick-or-treating on Halloween one time because I was like, you know, trying to work and hit a goal and do all this stuff. And I was like, okay, never doing that again. Like, I don't care if I don't even like Halloween. I still want to be there and like see him in his costume. And so like that was motivating of, okay, like I kind of play a game with myself. Like I'm kind of motivated by fun. So like if I have something I have to do, it's like, okay, it's a game. Like I have to get it done by this time because I know he's going to be out of school. So like I can't get up from this chair until I'm finished, but like I just make it fun and make it a game. And so like let me challenge myself and see, okay, can I get this done by 4:00? I better pick up the phone and make that call that I need to do like now instead of putting it off, you know, until later or you know, or if I've got like 10 minutes in the car, okay, I better hurry up and like get this done. It might not be ideal to do the call in the car, but I got these 10 minutes. I need to make it count. So I try to utilize my time really well and be really intentional so that, you know, I can be present whenever he's with me.
What are those key things that you want him to know, like especially with you being an entrepreneur? Like how do you see yourself like guiding him or teaching him as he gets older? Because he's 6, so he's at that point where he's really starting to pay attention. I'm pretty sure he got a lot of energy, but he's starting to pay attention to you more, I'm sure. So like, what are those key things that you feel like you really want him to know? Are you teaching him entrepreneurship, or are you teaching him like, hey, like just whatever you want to do, I'm gonna support you?
Yeah, I've had him do calls with me before.
Okay.
Like if I'm helping lead somebody to a holistic doctor or a holistic product or something like that, like I'll have him on the phone and be like, let's help some people be healthy today. And like, you know, it depends on his mood sometimes. Sometimes he's like, okay, mommy. And he'll do it with me. Other times he's like, I don't want to get on the phone. You know, like he'll be more shy. So his personality is like that. He's a little bit more introverted, a little bit more analytical. So, but he's also a leader. And so I try to like challenge him when I want him to do something, like make it a game. Like you're gonna win if we do this, because that's what motivates him. But if it's just like, hey, just do this because it's a good thing to do, like that doesn't motivate him like winning.
Especially he sees it. They probably don't
Yep.
realize it like,
Yeah.
where the fun at, man?
He's
Where
like,
the fun
well,
at?
I mean, I could do that, but I don't really feel like
this is
it.
boring.
But if I'm gonna win, oh
Yes.
yeah, I'm gonna do it. So like, I'll be like, okay, it's a contest. I'm gonna beat you, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
he'll do it or whatever. So,
Oh, yeah.
so
You
yeah,
gotta
I just want him
motivate
to
by
know that there's no ceiling on income. You can
Mm.
make however much you want to make. You're in charge of that. You can have freedom. You can have it all. You can have fun and work. But I want him to like have good work ethic. Like, got to work hard.
Mhm.
Because he's even sometimes just like, I don't want to go to school. And I'm like, but that's how you learn, like, and
Mhm.
be great. That's how you learn how to be better and things like that. So yeah, I mean, I was like that too, like, oh, school, but
Yeah, I think we got one. Or
Yeah.
I was.
Hey,
for
but they
sure.
tell us go to school,
Yeah.
go to college,
yeah,
get a good education, graduate, get a good job, buy a house, get the white picket fence, start a family, right?
right.
But we all know that that's not realistic in 2025. Like now, it's
Yeah.
like you don't even have to go to school, right?
Right.
And to Mozzie's point about your son, I know you preach entrepreneurship, but
Mhm.
are you still preaching like, hey, I want you to go to college to get an education, or is it
Well-
like do you believe that you can be successful without going to college and getting a degree?
Yeah. So my son, since he was 3 years old, said he wants to be a pro golfer.
Mm.
I mean, and he's been saying that for 2 years now.
Mm.
Like he walked across his little graduation, and all the children were like, I want to be a fireman. I want to be a policeman,
Mhm.
like all the stuff.
Mhm.
And then he's the only one. I want to be a pro golfer. And so
Okay, I
my
like that. I
dad,
like that, man.
yeah. So I got him into golf lessons. He starts at PGA like next week. So I'm
Mhm.
going to pour into that gift.
Mhm.
My dad, we were in Maldives one time, and my dad was like, how am I going to entertain, this kid for
Mhm.
all these hours? So he took him in the backyard to hit a golf ball. And I remember he called me and he's like, oh my gosh, he just like almost knocked the window out in my shed. Like he's got an arm on
Oh,
him.
wow.
Like, and he's really good at and he likes individual sports. He's not
Mhm.
like we've already tried like, do you want to play soccer? Do you want to play?
No, he want to be
Baseball.
solo.
Yeah.
Nope. He wants solo. He's in
Yes.
control. He can
Yes.
win.
Yeah, I
Yes.
like
He
that.
doesn't like losing. We're working on that.
Yeah.
Hey, nah,
It's
listen.
like a
it's-
good
you
and
gotta
bad
keep that
thing.
though,
Yeah,
cause,
good and bad.
Yeah, because when you don't like losing, you're not gonna lose a lot. You
Yeah.
know? When you get comfortable with losing, I think that's what happens
Mhm.
in life. People get comfortable losing from early
Yeah.
on. When you in elementary school and you lose, and they say, "Oh no, it's okay, as long as you
Yes.
tried." I don't believe in that. I believe in
If you
you-
first, if you're not first,
you
like
last.
Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, Ricky
Yeah.
Bobby for real.
He,
So
he
yes,
definitely
yes.
believes that.
Yeah.
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 So we seen you did a little something with the Cowboys. What was that?
Yeah. So I worked for them for about 5 years.
Mhm.
I was on their promotions team.
Okay.
So fun. Like it was a really fun time in my life.
Was it when they were losing or when they were winning?
We had a winning season.
Okay.
Oh, winning season.
Winning
See?
I'll
season.
be
That's
careful. I'll
not
be careful
winning
what I
season.
say.
Yes,
Winning
yes, yes.
season.
I will say we had both.
Okay,
And
okay.
it was way more fun when we were winning. We had some really cute Victoria's Secret cowboy gear and winning
Mm.
season and celebration and fun.
Mhm.
And yeah, it was sad to have a losing season. It was just
Yes.
sad to see them
All-
look defeated.
All
And
Jerry Jones gotta do is just call me. I'll play safe. I'll play safe.
And they're gonna win.
And they gonna win.
They definitely will.
And they
win.
damn sure
yeah,
gonna win.
Yeah, they're gonna win.
I'll play both sides. I bring me in as like nice receiver. I don't need to be number 1 or 2. I'll be a nice 3 and bring me in as safety. Primarily safety.
yeah,
yeah.
that's good. You're volunteering.
We need some
Yeah,
help.
'cause
We
right
need
now
some
they
help.
need it. Yeah, right
We need
now
some
they
help.
need it. They definitely need it. They definitely.
Yeah, I don't watch it like I used to. I mean, it's definitely
Mm-hmm.
a totally different experience. Obviously, being right there on the field, like you
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
feel like you're in the game. And we were part of really fun halftime shows. Like I did Pitbull one time. That was super fun.
Okay.
We weren't allowed to take any pictures, of
Mm.
course.
Yes.
But it was just fun to be a part of that.
Mm.
And we got to see some really amazing people.
Mm.
And we got to do all like the in-game promotions, like
Mm.
the giveaways, like the hotel giveaways and stuff like that. So
Mm.
it was really fun.
Okay.
So yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I like traveling and events and sporting events and all that
Mhm.
kind of stuff. So it was right up my alley. So it was really fun.
Since I've been on you, one thing that's been consistent with you is traveling.
Yeah.
You have been all over the world. I remember when you called me with your business partner one time, like, Dion, we got a trip to New Mexico. Can you make it? We want to do this. And I'm like, oh my God, y'all finna go. Like, you're always traveling, right?
Yeah.
But you're traveling for free. How are you able to travel all over the world for free?
Yeah. I mean, not every single thing is free,
yes,
but
yes.
a lot of it has been. I worked with the travel company for years and years and years. And when you promote and help a lot of other people travel, you can travel for free. And right now, working with some influencer stuff and able to earn some trips that way. So that has been really fun. The best travel is free travel.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Yeah, free travel.
yeah, and all inclusive is really great because
Yes.
they feed you and they clean up after you and
I'm down
know.
for all inclusive.
Yes.
yeah.
I'm down for all inclusive.
Well, and talking about like entrepreneurship while you travel, I don't know why, but I just get so inspired to work when I'm in somewhere beautiful. So like if I'm looking at a palm tree, I want to work out more. I want to I don't know, I want to call people and
Mhm.
teach them about being an entrepreneur because I know that they can experience
what you
this
experienced.
beautiful,
Yes.
beautiful world that we have.
I
So
need one of them coconut drink, got them little umbrellas. in there. That's what I
that sounds
need.
good right
I
now.
need one of them. Whatever that is, I don't even know what it is. But I
You
want,
take the coconut, I'll take the pineapple. You know what I'm saying? I'll take the
I
pineapple.
want one of them too.
Yeah, yeah.
I want one of them
yeah.
too.
The pineapple, that's my one. Yeah,
Well, let me get
yeah.
one. What's in Bahama Mamas?
Yeah, whatever you want. Got a little rum in it, you know what I mean?
Whatever it is, I
little
need it.
pineapple juice, you know. Little something everything. Little something everything.
I need it, whatever it is.
Yeah, one
need-
thing that I haven't liked lately about traveling is I think working with the Dallas Cowboys, used to spray tan for all the games.
Mhm.
I think it did something to the pigment in my skin. I cannot tan to save my life anymore. So I was laying out in Punta Cana, and you can't even tell. Like it looks like I need to tan right now. I don't know what happened. Like everybody else lays out and gets a tan. So the only thing I can think of is spray tanning from all those games. Like beauty costs you a lot, I guess.
Well, they say, oh, well,
Yeah.
beauty is pain.
It's pain.
And beauty is pain. Beauty is
and
pain.
it's expensive.
Yes,
Very
it is.
expensive.
My gosh.
Very
I
expensive.
think you have to be an entrepreneur just to cover those appointments.
Yes.
So.
Yeah,
Y'all are
see?
lucky.
Yes.
You don't have to
Yes,
worry about that
yes.
kind of stuff. Y'all don't have to do your lashes and your brows
Yes.
and,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
all the stuff.
That's why I say I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how y'all women do it, boy. That's to her appointment. We just need to get a nice, good haircut.
Yep. Get a little line up.
Get a little line up here and there, probably once a week, and
Yep.
we good.
Yes.
Yeah, but other than that, we ain't gotta do what y'all gotta do. Y'all got a lot. The nail appointment,
Yes.
makeup appointment, so forth,
Yes.
eyebrow, lashes.
You got to make it pay for itself.
Yes.
So you
Yes.
got to
Yep.
do great things
Mhm.
with your beauty appointments that they pay for themselves, or get your beauty appointments to be your customers and your clients as well. It's really good. Like
So like a little
entrepreneur
trade off.
trick.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, a lot
yes.
of bartering is really fun. So when you find people that you can barter and trade with for services, that's really awesome too.
You know,
Then
you
I
both
like that.
win.
I like that.
Listen,
like
I need like 10 free haircuts for the year.
Why you need haircuts?
If you can provide it, you can come on the show, sit down.
no.
We'll do 2
Let me have a
episodes.
haircut. Why you need the haircut? That's what I'm saying. Let me get.
It get expensive. You say, bro, you know it. This
yeah. I'm with you.
well, look, give me 5. Give my boy 5. Y'all can come on the podcast. We'll give you
Boom.
2 episodes.
Boom.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah,
That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
One thing I do say I want to start experience. I want to try to get like my nails done.
Listen.
All right, now relax when y'all see this.
You
I
can
just
do
want
it, but I'm
the
gonna
little
tell
clear coat
you,
thing.
it could get addicting, and then once you start, you
Yes.
don't want to stop because then you
Yeah,
look at your
yeah.
nails and you're like, crap, they
Yep.
don't look
They
like
don't
they
look the
did.
same, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want
Yes,
to
yes,
get my
yeah,
nails clear coated. Let me say that. I want to get my nails.
It
clear
does
coated.
look good. You know, buffers work really good with
Yes.
that too.
Well, it's okay. So
it's like a
let's-
little. It looks
Yeah, you
shiny,
just,
but
like,
it's
rub
not the
it on
paint.
there and
Yeah,
like.
Mm.
I ain't
know
gonna
a good
lie.
one.
I get that when I go get my toes done. I will get the little buff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my
Oh, you
hands
get-
be terrible, but I will go and get my toes. You know, get a massage because it's more than just they
Yes,
soak
yes,
your feet.
yes. Okay.
They put the rocks on it. They put this bag. I don't know what's in there. It look like wax.
Mm,
Yeah,
Wrap it-
paraffin.
Oh my
Paraffin
god.
It's
wax
what?
stream. Paraffin.
Paraffin.
Paraffin. It makes your feet soft.
Oh my gosh, man. Yeah,
Okay.
man. Yeah, bro. It feels amazing.
Continue.
Bro. Yeah, so yeah, you get that. And then they rub you down, they rub your calf muscles, they clip your toenail. And see, I have an issue with ingrown toenails. So they clip your ingrown toenails. Man, you leave feeling like you walking on pillows.
They give you some wine too. I want
Man,
wine.
you get wine if you want, depending on where you go. You get wine.
I want to feel beautiful.
You get everything, man.
Yeah,
Look, we're gonna have to do a live podcast from one of the beauty boards.
Oh my God, I want to be a part of that.
Yes, we can
That's
definitely.
like
we
my
can
jam.
definitely do that.
Yeah.
We can definitely do that.
Then we can make it pay for itself.
Yes.
Boom.
That would
There
be
you
so
go.
great.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you keep saying make it pay for itself, right?
Yeah.
In your industry, if you can give us some advice,
Yeah.
what could we do to make what we're doing pay for itself?
Yeah, I mean, if you can find strategic business partners, people that, I don't know, people that you need to pay money to, like if it's like a synergistic relationship, like y'all can barter and trade for something. Like if something's really expensive for you to buy that you need to make your business successful, you can partner with somebody that you need it from and then see how you can serve them and help them. It's basically just about adding value to each other. And sometimes people, and especially when they're first getting started, they don't have like the budget to do the things that they need to do to get their name out there or get their stuff out there. And so like working with those people and making it mutually beneficial is really good. Because then people that can't afford stuff, they can get started and then you can get what you need too, but it also benefits you as well. So that's kind of what I mean.
Okay.
And also just to add on to what you were saying before, like as entrepreneurs, we have to remember like the self-care piece because I think a lot of us, we are so motivated and we keep going and going and going and we actually like to work and we want to work. So taking that time to do something like go to the nail salon, like that's kind of, you got to reward yourself and celebrate your wins. Cause like if you're winning and not taking a break, you know, I think that's why I traveled a lot too. Because it's good for your health. Like, you know, me being in that space, in that industry, I know how important it is to get away and take a break and not be on 24/7. So that was a passion.
I think that's the hard part for me is like turning that switch off. Because it's like you wake up, it's like, I got to do this. Then when you go to sleep, it's like, I'm dreaming about what I got to do.
Yeah.
Then when I'm on vacation, it's like, oh man, when I get back, I got to do. So it's kind of like finding that balance, right? Which leads me to my next question is the Wellness Warriors, right? How did you start that? And what is the Wellness Warriors program?
Yeah. So, okay. So basically when I was young, I used to get sick all the time, like once a month. Like you're talking about your medicine ball drink, you know, for your throat, whatever. I used to get a sore throat and I would not feel good. And you know, vitamins and things were not cool back then. Like it wasn't something that people really did. So whenever I like went off to college and then I moved to Dallas for an entrepreneurship, that's why I went into the business side of healthcare too, because I didn't want to be around the sick people because I got sick all the time. So I was like, I'd still help people, but I don't want to like get around sick people all the time and be sick. So, so then through that entrepreneurship, like I met someone who led me to a nutrition company. And that was like the first time I spoke on stage in front of thousands of people. And like it's the first time I met the first billionaire that I knew and like just watching them grow a successful empire. But me feeling good, I just accidentally started telling people at the office, like, oh my gosh, like I'm feeling so much better. And they started asking me like, what are you taking? And so I just started making checks that way. And so that was my first, like, okay, I got myself well. I mean, it's life-changing when you go from being sick to well all the time. Like, I don't think I got sick for 5 years after starting supplementation. And so I did that for a long time. And then, you know, back then, like I said, not everybody was doing that. So I got a little burnt out of like trying to convince people like, oh my gosh, you need to take care of yourself. Like now everybody knows, especially after COVID and all the stuff. Like people really know it's like critically important. Like it's better to be on the preventative side than like deal with, you know, pay later. And so that's kind of what led me into the travel space was like sexy, cool, fun, but you're still giving people wellness because they're getting away and they're taking care of themselves. Now, how people go on all these trips and didn't take supplements for a while, I have no idea like how people like made that happen. But, and then we like had an opportunity to kind of merge travel with health. And so that was really cool because people are taking care of themselves, but also traveling the world and having fun. And then you just get to meet people from all different backgrounds and cultures. And that's what kind of led me into all the connections that I made, led me into the church that I'm at in the masterminds and like just connecting with people traveling around. So that's why I have like 25,000 people in my phone because I love to make friends. I love to get people's numbers. I love to connect. Like I just feel like I was born with that gift of like I just really want to connect and help people. And so I just try to figure out a way, how can I do that, like in business, connect, help. And so that led me to creating Wellness Warrior. And then, through COVID, I went on a deep dive. Like I had a baby. And so I was like, what is this? Like, it was scary for a little bit.
Yes.
Like, how can I protect my child? And so that led me into, researching the best doctors in the world. A company led me to a doctor that saved one of my friend's lives. And so we partnered together recently and we're creating a health app that's a directory where you can find these really cool resources. Like I want people to know, okay, if you want to switch your whole house over, these are clean products that don't bring chemicals in your home. If you don't want to put dirty stuff on your face or like chemical based stuff, like here's a place you can get that. Here's a doctor that will keep you off of medication, not just prescribe you something. It's going to get to the root cause. And so there's all these amazing people out there doing incredible things that you never hear about because they can't really advertise or talk about it. And sometimes you don't hear about it unless like somebody knows somebody and they tell you.
Yes.
And so we wanted to create a space where people could find these really cool resources.
Why, and that's a question I've been having, why are these more healthier products that people can use, why are they so like almost like a if you know kind of thing, like it's like they don't want to be advertised as mainstream, but it's obviously stuff that can really help people, but it's like okay, if you know the right people you can get the good stuff. Like is it because it's like they don't want to be hit by like the industry, or like why is it such like a kept secret almost?
Yeah. Well, I feel like after COVID, everybody woke up and like people started doing more natural preventative things. And like maybe people had been talking about it, like we had been talking about it for a while, but then people weren't really open. They just wanted to go to their doctor. And it can be controversial. Like it's two opposite sides of the world. What I think is really beautiful is when a medical doctor and a holistic doctor can join forces and like work together in a more functional medicine kind of environment where each one has their place, and you'd much rather stay on the preventative side. But then once you get to a certain point, it's really good to have doctors that know how to fix that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think some of the like people that are just doing miraculous things, like they're just busy doing that and have a line of people that they don't even advertise or market themselves. And so I think we thought it would be really valuable to have a place where people can actually go and find. And like people are vetted, or people can give testimonials. Like maybe if there was a space where people could say, well, I had this and this got fixed, and they can come and just have a space where they can find really cool stuff. And we want to have like where we're going to interview doctors and like highlight people and highlight certain products that maybe like in the hydrogen space, it's been really helpful with inflammation and things like that, and people don't know that. So maybe like we want to do like an education piece and like create a community where people can find stuff.
No, okay.
So
Because
that's
the
what we're
only reason I
working
asked because we just went to, I know you know E. We just went to an event probably like a month and a half ago, and they were pretty much advertising some products that was like could really help people health wise.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, like dang, like why don't the world know about? And they had some. Let me tell you about this coffee. They got a coffee, right? It's called like a Love Coffee, something like that. I don't know what it is.
Love coffee.
It's a Love Coffee. Listen,
we all need Love coffee.
listen, it's in a coming like a little pink bag, right?
Yeah.
And it's like already grinded up. You just mix it like with your little hot water, whatever you want to drink your coffee. But the best thing since sliced bread. And I'm like, why are they like keeping this to where people need to know about this? That coffee can probably save some relationships. Let me tell you.
And some lives too, because a lot of these men, like even just in our community, it's popular to go to the gas station and get a Rhino pill or one of them pills to make you strong as a man, to perform. But when you, like you said, to his point, when you got natural, holistic things that you can take that's not only healthy for you, but it's no side effects, no caffeine, no harmful chemicals in it. And it's like you said, to his point, it's like why don't the world know about these type of issues? You know, why? And what I've learned is like a lot of the good products are behind network marketing companies. They're not mainstream. What is your thoughts behind that?
Well, so a lot of them are, or they're affiliate models or whatever.
Yes.
It's just the fastest way to get it out to the market. It's like the best way is a story. And when somebody has a story and they can speak from experience, it can spread, like wildfire because there's people behind it. And people and stories is what sells. Like, they always say like facts tell, stories sell.
Yes.
Like I'd be much rather try something if you're like, it helped me, or this get rid of my inflammation. Then because I know it really happened for you, then I'd be more likely to try it than if I just saw it in an ad. Or,
sense.
I mean, a lot of times people, I guess, buy things off Facebook and TikTok now. But
TikTok
but
shop.
there's usually a story attached to it of somebody saying something great about it. So it's just a lot faster than like, if it was on a shelf somewhere and people come in and they're overwhelmed with all these choices. I feel like that industry gives a lot of education and it really helps people understand what they have. And then they're able to articulate that and mobilize out to multiple people at one time versus just one person coming into a store.
Okay. So we have a segment that we like to do where it's, because obviously the show is Can I Be Real? So we like to have a real conversation with the people that come on our show where basically they explain the real side of whatever they've been through. So with you being an entrepreneur, like what are the real things that people may not know about it? Because a lot of people say they want to be an entrepreneur, but people don't know like the like what it takes being an entrepreneur, right? People write down their goals all the time on one side of paper, but on the other side, I think they'll write down like what it would actually take to make those goals, become paths. So what are some things you feel like you have to really deal with in your real life as far as being an entrepreneur that people don't know about entrepreneurship?
Yeah, well, maybe people do know somewhat about this, but I think dealing with rejection is probably like the biggest thing that if you can learn to not take that personal, like people are not rejecting you, they're just maybe rejecting what you're offering or what you have. And it's like not letting that hurt your spirit and like still being willing to go talk to more people, even if somebody else tells you no. So I think that sometimes people get discouraged because they get a no, and it takes them out of the game of something so special that they could do. And it's just like the breakthrough's right on the other side of that. So the more that you can, when you're dealing with people, you're going to get rejected for sure. People can be really mean. And so it's like, if you can separate yourself, like, who you are, what you have to offer, and you're just being a messenger and you're just bringing a gift. And if they don't want that, it's totally fine. I think that's the biggest thing I've personally seen. People get discouraged. And so if you can learn to, deal with not being discouraged all the time, like go to God and pray, or, make sure that you're submersing yourself in environments where people uplift you. And if you're around negative people all the time, I highly recommend you run really far from that environment, because like people who are going down want to bring you down too. And so it really is critically important to surround yourself with people who are like have what you want and are going where you want to go. And they bring life to the room, not make all the plants die when they come in. Like those people will like drain the life out of you. And so I think just remembering like, why are you actually doing this? Why do you want to be an entrepreneur? What, like, is it for your kids? Is it for a legacy? What's it for? And like keeping that out here so that when you do get discouraged, you can remember, okay, that's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it for this. I'm doing it for my legacy. I'm doing it for my kids. I'm doing it to make a difference in the world.
I like that. I got one. If you could give 18-year-old Amy some advice, knowing what you know now, the person who you are now, like you're number 2 behind Elon Musk in the state of Texas. Like you can't really get no bigger than that, right? But
in the magazine.
In the magazine, yes. But what advice would you give young Amy?
I would definitely say do more faster. like go for it quicker, take risks sooner, like just get rid of fear completely. Because I think that's what slowed me down, is like being afraid of what people would think or people would say, not looking at the end goal in mind. And like, yeah, if I would have known, like if I just would have like pursued it sooner and faster, then I could have been a lot further along a lot faster.
Yes.
And so I think that's why I have a passion about helping other people get there quicker than me and see it faster and not be discouraged as much or not live in fear, because I know what it can do for them if they just put that behind them quicker.
Yes.
So,
I like
so yeah. And I think you're just one connection away from changing your entire life. So, you know, like being bold and meeting people and being in rooms that challenge you.
Yes. I have a saying that I say all the time: you're one decision away. You're one decision away from the life you want, or you're one decision away from the life that you hate. Like, but either way, you gotta make a decision.
One decision.
Definitely, you gotta make that one decision. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Man, yes. Amy, listen, this has been good. Like, you were great. You know, I'm gonna be honest.
Sure.
You know, leading up to this, I knew this was gonna be a great conversation because I know you personally, right?
Yeah.
But I never just sat down and like interviewed you and got your story and so I just want to say I appreciate you for coming on and just being so vulnerable, so open. But I do kind of want you to talk about the app before we get out of here, because I know you said it's about the lunch. If you can kind of tell people where they can find the app, when it launch, and give them your socials, and after that, we want you to close the show out with just giving the audience a piece of advice that you feel that they need to hear from the heart.
Okay, awesome. Well, okay, so the app is not quite ready yet, but I do have amyvarley.com. So it's AMYVARLEY, and that's V as in Victor.com. You can connect with me there. I can get a message from you there. There's some speaking engagements and different things that I've done on there. It's a work in progress, but hopefully the app will be coming soon. I'm really excited. So maybe, you know, when that's ready, I can let you know about that.
Yes.
I do have socials. I have Amy Michelle Varley on Facebook, and I have Little Miss Travel, so MISS Travel on Instagram. My social media channels need help, as you know.
Yes, we got you.
So I did this crazy thing where I took a fast from social media. It was supposed to be a month, and I got off for years.
Oh, wow.
And I still have 8,000 followers or so on there. So I want to get back and like engage, and, you know, you miss people.
Yes.
And sometimes you can't, it's just impossible to keep up with everybody. So I'm really excited to get back on that. But yeah, love to connect. And I would just say my one piece of advice is just be bold and go out and be courageous and meet people. Surround yourself with people, and get yourself in rooms that are going to challenge your thinking. And yeah, you're just one connection away from changing your whole life.
Dr. Amy. Dr. Amy. Appreciate you again. Appreciate you again.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. You are amazing.
Yes, we appreciate you. We appreciate it. And hopefully we can start going on some of these trips now.
Yeah. I want to go to the Maldives. Maldives and
Fiji's next. Okay.
Fiji's next.
Okay. Yeah, let's do Fiji.
I go Fiji.
Yeah, we can do
They got the pineapples.
Yeah, they got the pineapples.
They got it all.
Well, I got the
and the
pineapples.
coconuts.
And the coconuts.
Yeah, they got it all, man.
I want the umbrella.
Yeah.
I just want the umbrella, and slide me one of them. Where do they do that? Where they eat the food in the water?
In the water. That's like the Maldives. They probably got it in Fiji. I'm pretty sure they got it in Fiji.
I want that.
Where they slide your breakfast to you from the pool. And
I want that. That's what I want right
there. We're gonna get it.
Let me get that.
Yeah.
Appreciate you again.
Thank you.
Close us out, brother.
Hey, this has been a great show. Again, you're one decision away. You're one choice away from living the life that you either dream or the life that you don't desire. But either way, you have to make that decision, man. Today's show has been an impactful show. If you want to get help with entrepreneurship, if you want to move closer to your dreams, give Amy a call. Hit her socials. She can definitely help you. But listen, we finna get up out of here because I'm about to get on the call with you because we finna go to Fiji.
We're going to
Fiji. So we'll see y'all on the next one. Can I Be Real? Thank you again, Amy. Like, comment, subscribe.